feng shui.
Is there anyone there? Hello? Follow the clinical sound of
It
my
doesn't
voice.
help that we had seen this scene like
Thomas?
30,000 times before
Playing
the
hide
game
and
had
seek.
even come out.
Don't worry about me. I'm all right. Just staying warm. The thermal control system malfunctioned during the hull breach. You'll need to reboot it. Double macerating jaw. Fascinating.
Oh yeah, we have to hit this shit.
Just a moment.
We did it!
Almost there.
Oh yeah, she's getting it.
Surprising.
So I guess this guy's gonna be the event
Like
quest
a
giver.
fleshy sleeping bag.
He's a big
Although I didn't
fucking
feel a bit
monster like this. It's got a name.
Thank you for
That's what
bringing
they
me
showed at the
back
Borderlands
at
show.
survivable temperature. You should go see if anyone else requires assistance. I will contact you if any other devices require punching.
Nice going, ball hunter.
Oh,
I
yeah.
found the problem.
Seeing
Blow
people
into
freak
the
out because their Destiny
accelerator.
server's down all day
I
and
got a
can't play
spare
it.
one
Well,
in
they'll
the
be playing it
cargo
all day
bay.
tomorrow.
Come
Oh
help me
well,
out, will
boo-hoo.
you?
They know that this is how it works. Fucking Battleborn needed a server maintenance 7 years ago, and we're still not gonna get it because they won't put the game down. Fucking Destiny, as soon as someone sneezes wrong in the server room or they think that there might be anything revolving internet memes, they shut the game down and fucking purge the room. Remember when they said there was a Keck armband and they're like, oh my god, it's too close to Keck or Pepe, and you gotta shut down the whole goddamn game, it's over.
And some special gear, I was
It's over, dude. Okay, Ellie, take your time.
Oh, hell. We gotta cut our losses and vent the cargo bay. Well, there goes the grapple grabber, the jetpack, and all the left-handed guns. Guess it wasn't meant to be. But if Earl didn't get sucked out into the icy mall space, he should have a spare entropy accelerator.
Close. Close, but too slow. Damn. Too slow. Not hitting all my shots either. Damn, I was way off on that and I thought I was doing okay. Damn, what the fuck? I don't know where I messed up on that one. I thought I was doing good. Oh, I'm doing really bad on this one. Half these shots aren't even hitting. See, that elemental effect seems to be throwing things off a little bit. Let me try this. The semi-auto. Oh, there's fucking full auto, and that's about it. I bet this thing is really good now. The Hellfire, after the buff they did to Maliwan. But this thing's crazy good now. So close. I don't want to give up on it now. There we go, we did it. Hey. What time? This just becomes trash. Like, this thing actually completely loses everything.
I'm busy. Now scram.
Just go farm. You're gonna get stuff that's much better. Which is kind of a problem. Blues and greens are fucking nothing in this game. Purples even become nothing in this game. There's more of a wide variety of legendaries, thankfully. But you really lose the purple, greens, blues thing early in this game.
So get lost, freeloader.
Earl, it's been a day, amigo. Don't test me.
You ain't got swamp. No sail.
Earl, you... Vault Hunter, he's locked in there tight. Maybe if you had some more iridium, he'd be willing to trade. Go talk to my mama at the bar. She
Ouchie.
keeps all kinds of currency around just in case.
Yeah, but now we get to see Destiny Bundy's reaction, right? We'll see how good Shadowkeep is. It'll be interesting if Shadowkeep's really good what Gearbox decides to do next.
The name's Moxie.
Because Destiny is not like it does not lack popularity. A million active players every day.
We had a weekend at the casino.
They're a real competition.
Forget me.
Scary
Guilty as
competition.
charged.
Quit thirsting up our new Vault Hunter, Ma. We're in the crap. We need some iridium to fix the ship.
Have you tried my slots? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Ew. God, this just constant lack of inventory space is sort of, it just negates the whole thing, man. It's a looter game, but you don't got room to loot.
Oh yeah? Well, at least I ain't no turd farmer. That's what I should have said, bastard. Next time.
For being in a couple chests today, a lot of them still only play Destiny, literally only Destiny. Most of the people who've been playing Borderlands are going to go back to Destiny. Goth will be going back to Destiny.
You turn your back on me.
So, that's that. How often are you playing Borderlands 3 at this point, Adam? Because I know your Moses pretty much farmed up.
There's always another job to do.
Can I get the Iridium, please?
Well, would you look at that? You've got the magic touch.
Thanks.
Come back anytime, sugar. I've got a few other games we could play.
Yeah.
All right, BH, go give that turd
That line will be
blossom Earl
wonderful
what he
on our
wants.
fucking 18th playthrough.
Got all day. Skag liquor.
Skag liquor. Didn't they add some new stuff to him? I thought. It's all kids. I mean, I've got the fucking stuff, so why not? Oh, we're officially poor again.
That's so hard.
Terrible
A couple
doing
hours a
business
day here and
with
there
you,
trying to
Earl.
get anointed rolls. So you're pretty much kind of on autopilot then.
Well,
What's
that
going on
was
with
a
Rage
bitch
2
and a
then?
half.
So what's
Now
that tell
go
you?
install that
It's only been 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks.
We oughta get a move
I know
on.
Walter's got all characters to 50. Gunner's about to have all characters to 50. Pretty much all my friends are leveled up way up there, and either they've got everyone to 50 or they're just working on their main, and just like you, they just do touch-up stuff. It's been a couple weeks. So it makes it look like Destiny timed out Shadowkeep pretty good. I mean, there's people like myself that are never going to go back to Destiny, and they're just Borderlands and Gearbox guys. Well, it's when you have your own, you know, your hardcore fans, I think that's when you have to ask the hardest questions. And seems like people aren't playing as much already. You know, Halloween event is until end of October. You're only going to get 4 items. People have already leveled up all 4 characters. I think there's some honest to God serious questions that this. It's got an end game and it's solid enough, but is it really going to last? I mean, that way the game is old school. The lack of weeklies, dailies, slow gradual grind, raids, really challenging endgame activities, that's not there yet. So I think Destiny may have timed it. And again, I'm not a Destiny guy. I'll never play it if I can help it. Because I can't do the business practices, but I sort of do wonder. Leaning into the super old school tradition of Borderlands. Like yourself. I mean, you were so fucking ready for this game, but you're already on autopilot mode. A couple hours here and there. Maybe get an anointed roll and get off because bored, nothing else to do. Play Rage, play something else. 2 weeks. We're not even out of September. This game came out midway through September. You're already there. There's probably a lot of people like you. But we need challenging activities. We need challenging activities that don't have to do with making the scaling go completely broken. We need activities that require really good shooting and really cool, interesting mechanics. Hate to say it, but Destiny-esque. So that people are engaged and they have a reason to have really powerful builds. Keep builds really powerful, keep Vault Hunters really powerful, keep gear really powerful, but people need a reason to play and something to challenge them, and I don't think that that's there right now. And it's sort of they're in a catch-22 with that. And people also just don't want to talk about it. People just don't want to criticize this game right now, generally speaking. I love this game. I think it's the best Borderlands to date, but I also think it's going to, there's some criticisms that have to be remarked on. And I think that, say we waited 7 years for this game, Adam, and worked on it for 7 years, and less than 2 weeks later, you're already pretty much done with it. Effectively, you're already done with it. That's not a good sign. I mean, we might get Verminivorous, and some people are going to be there, but the fact that you got to save and quit if you want to farm in co-op means it's just going to become another, you know, enemy that you fucking save and quit and farm. There's something right now lacking that was in Borderlands 1 and was in Borderlands 2, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it had anything to do with lowering the drop rates either, but I think it's the chase. Some of that's inventory size, but like farming for the ogre, man, I could just do that over and over and over again, and then trying to farm out a Panacea shield on brick, and I could just do that over and over and over again. And Borderlands 2, when it was first around, I just ran quests for fun. I know I just sat here and just played for fun because I love the questing. I think Borderlands 3 is fucking great. I still think it's the best game. I still love to play it. But I'm looking at the way people are playing it, and I'm looking at what people are doing when they play it, and I'm just seeing that, like yourself, they're just kind of already over it. And I'm noticing with myself, even though I'm really loving the gameplay and the gunplay and the gameplay, because it's the best in the franchise by far. By far, this is a really well done, mechanically wise game. It's so good, but I just don't care about questing as much. I used to just quest, seriously, all day on Borderlands 2, like you're talking about, Adam. All day I would just quest. Just love to run them. They were fun. Get XP, get guns, try out new guns. Maybe it does have to do with the drop rates being so high. That first run through normal and putting it on Mayhem 3 and just drowning in ways to farm. Maybe that kind of spoiled us. I don't know. I don't think it's the furthest thing from dead or they're in a lot of trouble, because the game has got a really nice start. It's got a really nice start. But they're going to have to figure out some things for it, and I'm worried that they've got such a hard set plan already moving in motion that they're not going to adapt to some endgame challenge needs to come in and some chase, like farming for the ogre in Borderlands 1. Chasing Guardian rate, because this system is much more limited than badass rank. It's interesting to a degree, but then you get to a point where it takes 350,000 XP to level, and you get 0.001% of an increase. Getting to 15% luck was a massive pain in the ass. Because you start getting 0.001, then 0.0091. It's just crazy. They put a hella soft cap on Guardian rank to get that perfect roll for all my characters. I see what you're saying, Adam. I don't think that system was necessarily better. I think that system was a pain in the ass. And I think it's good that they've done a lot of things to get around that being a pain in the ass. But I think that what's happening is there isn't some, like, definite item or definite pieces of equipment that, like, outside of Anointed. Anointed is the closest thing they got right now. Anointed actually is perfect. Hunting for anointed rules that you think are really going to set your character apart. That's where they're hitting it right now. That's why the farming is still so good in this game. But I don't know why the questing and the just overall grind isn't feeling as good. I think they really need some raid-like activities. Not Destiny raid, but raid on Digidestruct Peak. They need co-op farming activities that require just really good gunplay. And there needs to be some really cool stuff at the end of that, like gear sets and just dig even further into anointed loot sets. That's where the fun grind and farm is at, and that's what keeps it interesting. But like, they nerfed the legendary drop rate, but that really didn't matter, because most of the legendaries you were getting, you weren't ever going to touch or use anyways, and your inventory is so limited, so that didn't change anything for all my characters. So what's made you decide you don't really feel like even making another? I know you're working on Flak, but you're in maintenance mode. What's got you in maintenance mode, Adam? Because I'm seeing that out of a lot of people. They've kind of already done their thing, or like Ashton, he's just a Siren. He's already run his Siren, he's got most of his gear, he's still farming some. He's done TVHM. 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in, and people are already kind of like, alright. Came, we saw, we conquered. Did they stick too much to their guns? Did they not change up the formula enough?
86 those pricks!
Nothing to be. Is it too easy, you think? Is the game too easy for you?
Let's have a chat, shall we?
All friends and stuff. For me, it's the chase. The chase for gear. So what's got you in a place where you don't really feel like making a new character? Or you're not, excuse me, because I know you got Flak, like feeling really, really motivated to level up your Flak to 50. Think about it, Adam. This was going to be your stream game. This was going to be the game you really dedicate yourself to. But now that you've played it as much as you've played it, where are you at on a review? Well, you said, what, a 7 out of 10? 6 out of 10?
You first! Run! Be distracting, will
There's a story. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. 8.5 out of 10. You've gone up. You've gone up since we talked last. When we talked during your 24-hour stream, you were down there in the 7s and 6s. What brought the score up?
Come get it, you sausage!
And how do they get to a 10? This fucking character's useless, man. Outside of, like, Zero liking her, what point does she serve? She has this cool introduction, and then you never interact with her again.
Bloody hell, that got a bit mucky.
After this, like, 2 quests.
Sorted back there. Hey, you, over here. Slag me, you've got some good timing. These
Travis like a
bandits
motherfucker,
somehow
but you're also not
quick
playing
with
much.
guns.
So you gotta think about that. You played a lot. You played a lot, but now you're pretty much in maintenance mode, and we're not even in October. We still have a month until they do an event, and this is not going to be a big event. They've pretty much already shown everything there is to see. There's going to be a couple new enemies that are reskinned. There's going to be like 5 different guns to grind for, and a quest line that's pretty short. It's going to be just like a headhunter pack.
I'm trying to beat them to revolt myself.
The Calypsos?
Those yammering EchoNet arseholes would
So
be
that's not
cold.
going to be it.
Well,
I
I've
think
been
we
slagging
need
you about
like a
Bob's,
raid on
Reese
Digistruct
will know.
Peak like
Come on,
activity
I've got to tell him about our new
that
bandit problem
rewards
next round.
shooting, that you can replay a lot, that isn't, it's harder than a proving ground, but it has specific gear sets attached to it that can really make a build. I don't know, they were so on it when they did
Let me know when you're ready.
Crawler Max. Like, Crawler Max had all that really interesting loot attached to them that made it so that you could have new builds.
Grab some wheels. We need to drive through
So as long as they take that experience into it, we'll be fine. They'll readjust.
I started the class list service to connect people in
It'd be like 7 years to make the game though, and 2 weeks later you're on maintenance mode. Something didn't work.
Hey, these requests are only 7 years old, so I bet these people still need help.
Game chugs like a motherfucker. This game, what's weird about that is this game was so good when it first came out. They did like these 3 hot fixes, and now the frame rate can't stay stable on console.
Then we'll both be showered with praise and admiration for our good deeds.
Overall though, this game is in a better place than, I mean, definitely pre-sequel, Borderlands 1, and even Borderlands 2 at the end of the day.
These bandits get hopper wheels. That's Malibu.
It's still in a better place than all of the games when they first came out. I'll just be really, the thing is the competition is so much harder.
Nice. I see an echo in the wreckage. Grab it.
And if Destiny Shadowkeep is really special, because a lot of course the Destiny guys have already basically moved on. Italian's moving on next week, or well tomorrow, for the most
One
part.
more time, and I'm gonna say it slowly.
I don't know. We're gonna end up seeing if Destiny 2 is really as good as people say, which I'm sure it probably is pretty damn good at this point. Shadowkeep's really all that amazing, like they say it's gonna be amazing.
No. Okay. This energy.
And even though this game's had a great start, so did Division 2, but nobody fucking talks about it anymore.
Kill them.
Nobody talks about it. No one seems to be engaged about it. It doesn't seem to draw any excitement to it. So people could like say, you know what, I'm just not going to mess with it, but at the same time the game is wallowing.
Yeah. Okay. Gotta start this one over.
Come back to Destiny. Get back to, he's coming back home.
Slag me.
That's FPS and stuff.
Bandits
Yeah,
are
me neither,
working
but
with
now it's
Malibu.
like,
Bloody fantastic.
and they just did like the classic Gearbox hotfix. Here's a 25% debuff, here's a 25% buff.
My people are
What's wrong with people using Jacob's pistols a lot? Why is that viewed as an issue? It's fucking kunai all over again, man. I was really worried about that. Oh, people are using Jacobs. We have to make sure everyone's using all guns equally. We'll just buff Tedior and leave Jacob's pistols alone. It's not like we even hardly use them anyways. I got a masher because it can occasionally do damage on Mayhem 3 if I have a perfect roll on my fucking modifiers.
Password?
Passwords, open the bloody door before
Oh,
I
Tish,
shove
your
a cold
tears. What up,
behind
Dan?
your
How you doing, man?
butt.
I forgot that game existed. Destiny 2?
Report.
Do you think your friends might get you Shadowkeep? Especially since you're slowing down on Borderlands 3 stuff, Adam?
Saves into the tunnels just in case. And we've tried contacting Reese, but Alawan's jamming our comms.
Bollocks.
If Rage 2 is really that
Stay
cheap,
sharp,
I'm gonna have to
Skyman.
grab it too.
Come on, Vault Hunter, this way.
Because I don't blame you for playing different stuff, but I assume that you're the most impacted by this because I know you'd really converted over.
I haven't had the
This was
manpower
going to
to
be
take
your
back.
game. When you did a hardcore 24-hour stream, you streamed it a bunch when it first came out. But now you seem pretty much settled in, pretty bored of the experience, and pretty much over it. And we're only 2 weeks in. Oh, Division 2. Right, people forgot it existed. And I'm saying that that's my biggest fear right now for Borderlands. They start going down the fucking kunai nerf route and the OP level route on top of Destiny 2, which has 1 million active players, 1 million concurrent.
How's it going?
And there is these endgame issues that must exist, or people want to be over the game in 2 weeks, or already fucking through it
As you can
completely.
See, life sucks right now. There's these two Malawan
I don't know.
guys, racks
I don't
and
know.
backs.
Which is actually, it's a really good sign if you've got multiple characters to 50. It means you're loving it. And you're grinding at 50 and shit, that's a really good sign.
I don't know who.
But there's a portion of people that I really have to imagine are like yourself, and pretty much already got all this shit and they're done with it. You're not gonna play Destiny again. Yeah. I know you went back when they did that first big DLC though. Your buddies bought you the DLC, and you played what, Forsaken? shit, I gotta go back to the ship and make sure I put on
These guys
mayhem.
both suck ass, which means we can't trust either of them. You gotta figure out who killed who if I'm gonna get.
There's a way to do this without hopping on top of this thing. But I forget how. Yeah, I played through the stories and strikes about it. God, that was painful. So you still didn't have any fun on it?
End of the road for you. Bullets for you.
Damn, Tyrell, how long's that
you.
fucking mission? It's been an hour.
Bullets.
Oh, well.
Seems pretty. Reveal your secrets.
Well, I'm still sticking by it. If Gearbox isn't careful, they'll be relegated to Division 2. But people know the game exists. They don't talk a lot about it a lot. They're not excited about it, and you wonder where the hype went.
Customer's always right, bitch. Come on, we're heading to Watership.
What are y'all doing? I guess nothing, because he's doing some other mission.
So get ready for a fight.
Fucking fight through all that for. He said he didn't want to play any Apex though. He's in here. They need to do something good with this event. They definitely need to put in the first raid boss. They need to have some challenging activities for people to stay engaged with that have really good rewards at the end of them. And 16 crashes in an hour. With Apex or with this right now, Ashton?
We're close. Get ready.
Has his amazing gunplay. God, that story is painful. Yeah, it's painful. It's the RPG stuff too, and it's got multiplayer. Because I know that was a huge thing. I think many of you felt the same way with Trials of Osiris and multiplayer activities. Like, just like Battleborn. That helps a lot. Having like a lot of different stuff that you can do in any given play session, like you can flip to multiplayer, or you can play strikes, or you can do raids, or you can go explore. Battleborn, oh hey, let's do some incursion, hey, let's do some meltdown, hey, let's go run it up, let's go play some story. So right now your options with Borderlands 3 are do the Proving Grounds, which I haven't even fucked with yet, to be honest. Do the Slaughter Dome, which is like all the other Slaughter Domes. Run bosses, which is really rewarding and fun, but also very samey. And Quest. And as you get higher and higher into your Guardian rank and you get more and more farmed up, having a reason to do these activities starts to go away. Which isn't entirely their fault, that when the game launched there was the fucking loot tank and 900% XP offline and shit, so, and really, really high drop rates, so people already largely were able to finish everything up. I think that the anointed loot hunt right now is what they have to lean into. It's that system that is working the best for them. And if they add more systems like anointed loot, like gear sets, you know, more uniques that are well hidden, and you have to go and kill a guy, like One Pump Chump. That was a fun part. That was a fun farm. I hate the gun, but it was cool to like learn that he had mechanics to him, and then go and figure out the best way to farm him, and then start to farm him. Like, it gave you a mission, and that's what I'm starting to see fade away already. Is like a real good driving force. Especially going into, for the first time ever, you go to TVHM and you're pretty much already settled. If you've been doing all the shit that was, you know, settled upon, you're already pretty much fucking good. You can solo the Crota raid, crash the Proving Grounds, have a mob get stuck, fall on Slaughter Domes, right? What up, Raphael McGuffrey? How the hell are you, McGuffrey? How's your October treating you? Oh, the end of September. About to be October. Are you still working with your dad's food truck?
That was brilliant.
Again, I want to reiterate, I still love this game. I still think it's the best Borderlands. I still think it's in a great place for the future because the gameplay and the gunplay is so good. But, alright, well, if we're going to have Ashton here, we definitely need to go to Sanctuary. Dad in Miami at the moment. Are you with him? Let me go up to Mayhem.
Right. Let's get that channel open to Atlas HQ.
We should be able to get Mayhem going.
Establishing connection. Come on. All right. Connection to Atlas headquarters is still intact.
Everything else has been unlocked up to this point, but I don't know that I see my Mayhem stuff. Whatever, let's just do this quest. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go check. Sanctuary, if it's available to us, then I want it on. Oh, so you're about to be... Is that DB from Doom and Wolfenstein? DB, what do you mean, Raphael? They need to bring back Troy yelling the whole fight. Fuck Troy, man. That boss fight is terrible. Tyreen is a great boss fight. Grave Ward is a great boss fight. Troy's not. He gets 360 array, up, down, everywhere. He screams constantly. If you go up close to him, he just goes up high and scales down. If you get far away from him, he just dive bombs and one hits you. If you get down, there's no real good predictable way to know that you're going to get one of his little minions to spawn around him. Whereas Tyreen, it's perfect. As soon as you fucking go down, shit spawns around you. And there's set mechanics, and they're understandable, and you can get good at the mechanics. I couldn't play Mayhem at TVHM. So I beat it in TVHM. I love the game when I can't play it. If you didn't beat TVHM, you can't. That's weird. People have said that they can. People have had so many, like, mixed opinions on this. A lot of people have said that you just can, and it looks like we can't, but... So I know for Gathalion, as soon as he beat it, it was fucking there for him. Damn it. That sucks. It's bugged on console. Well, that sucks, man. I would much rather run this through on Mayhem so that we at least should be getting some loot. A lot of shit's bugged on console, like us not being able to get the extension going. Especially with multiple people in here, we need to have some crazy good mobs to shoot at. You appearing offline, Tyrell? Alright, I think everybody got a party invite.
This is great. We make a great pair. Which is to say, yeah, I'm great. You look great holding me, but it's really
We got
great.
the devil and we got a pop star.
I wouldn't fight me if I was you.
Let's do this. 1v1v1. Come on, Tyrell, get in on this. Let's fucking duel it out. May the best man win. Or beast.
Reese, relax. It's Lorelei. We've taken back Watershed Base with a little help. I've got... Hang about. What is that thing on your...
This is my siege mustache.
Oh, the sad thing is I can't kill bosses like you can, though. So they're still the best vault hunters. How are you doing, Ashton?
Good. Oh yeah, I have 2,000 health because I have a artifact that drops it by 75%.
Oh damn.
Depends.
What's the
Do
benefit?
You count my biceps separately?
I get more loot apparently, but I haven't been able to tell the difference. Let me drop it real fast so you can see it.
Interesting.
Really good. And we need all the help we can
How are you
get.
doing, Tyrell?
Bandits are pouring into the city and they're working with Malawar.
How's school treating you? Oh.
Oh, good. It's been good. I got some shit going on that I really like, so.
At school?
Yeah, I'm starting psychology and all that, so I like it.
Oh, nice.
Is this what it was? What was it, a shield?
Right.
No, it's an
While you go
artifact.
meet Reese's agent, I'm gonna get this base back online and start securing more of the city. Oh, before you head off,
I'm just gonna assume
Oh, here.
I've got a better one of these. So here, Ashton, you might like this.
Can you get this fat ass from in front of me?
No. Let him walk and do his little thick walk.
Oh, here, this one. I've got a better one of these. Oh, no. No, I don't. Hold on. Keep this one. Throw this one down. There you go. Someone can take that, too.
Yeah, that eye. But do you check this piece of shit out?
Where's the piece of shit at?
Right here.
Okay, substantially increased luck. Oh, wow. Have you noticed a difference? Do you actually get more drops?
Not the fucking slightest.
You say I can have this, right?
Yeah, it's all yours. Alright, Lorelai, let's do this.
Time without my sisters.
Since you're heading
So
down
Ashton's
there,
already got
I'm
his
thinking you want to
TVHM beat.
decipher.
Do you, Tyrell?
Fast and light, perfect for getting about the city streets.
True Vault Hunter mode? No, I didn't do it because I thought we wasn't posted. All right.
Well, looks like we're started it now, so let's get it done. And you still got Sundays and Mondays off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we got till October
Got a mission here I
30th,
could
because
use
that's
you
when
on.
the first event starts.
What do you say we start civilizing this
This?
war-torn city again?
Yeah, the Halloween
Let's start
event
with the
is
most
on.
precious commodity.
They're calling it like Bloody Harvest or something like that.
I'm feeling
Some new guns, some new skins.
Oh,
and
okay, cool.
stuff. Yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully a new raid boss too. They need to add the first raid boss. Surprised it's not out
Oh, here's
yet.
the gun someone can have.
Reese's agent is a bit of a loner, but he's got quite the knack for putting people's insides on their outsides. I'm sure you two will hit it off just grand.
You still running dragon mods for your Amari?
Yep.
Me or him?
Well, I can see the person. What mods are you guys looking for?
Phase Zerker.
Phase Zerker, okay. I haven't seen those very often. Maybe once or twice off of Grave Ward. What are you looking for, Tyrell?
I don't know.
Here, someone can actually take this too if they want it.
Yeah, that's all you, buddy.
Oh, a shotgun? Nah. I don't fuck with the shotgun. I might as well.
It's pretty good. Especially if you go into your thing. A butcher, it'll just sit there and spam bullets like crazy.
Okay.
Good luck with the future.
Alright.
Walter, what do you mean the future? Like you're out forever? Or are you just off for the night?
I was just about to say invite him.
Is that goodbye forever or is that goodbye for the night?
Superfan! So, what do you think of our first corporate sponsors? I gotta say, so far selling out rules.
We gave Malawan an unlimited supply of screaming war meat, aka our followers, and they gave us a bunch of crazy high-tech guns.
Once they take the planet, they get Atlas, and we got the vault, so you're left playing with whatever you got down there. You just keep doing you. Ah!
Alright, now how do we get in this car? The hell? Where did all that
it's
XP
open.
come from? It's in shock. The hell? I don't even see him on my friends list anymore. That's weird. I guess he was over it.
Wait, what happened?
Because we didn't have Walter in here. It looks like he's gone. I mean, we literally all just got together. I think that's a pretty fine line to... Oh my god, I'm just not even gonna worry about it. I can't. Sonic Cyclone. That's interesting. You can't win them all. So I suppose our best path is just while we're all together, just do main story missions to push it forward, then I can clean up stuff later. I go ahead and put it on main story.
Never seen a faster ride in all my days. This'll get you speeding
Okay, it's already on main
like
story.
you wouldn't believe. Pick one up and keep hitting that boost.
I'm not sure how he can really get pissed at us. One, it was spur of the moment that we all got in multiplayer. Two, when I asked him to join the last time I was actually on, he said he was mostly just gonna play fucking solo. And two, it's just one, or three, it's just one night. It's like when we were playing Trove and he got really pissed at me because somebody fucked with his world or some little design. It was like completely my fault. I don't know what I can do for him. Welcome back, Justin. Thanks for being here, dude.
Fireworks.
But he's an adult. He can work it out. Did you come into your stream, Tyrell, when you were streaming?
I didn't even stream that long. I streamed for like 5 minutes.
I saw you were streaming a little bit of, what, Dead by Daylight?
Nah.
Oh, what are we streaming?
The, Code Vein. That I had bought, the vampire game I was telling you about.
Oh, okay, okay. Did that just recently come out?
Yeah, like 2 days ago. Well, no, it's been about a week actually.
Oh.
No, no, it hasn't. It's been like 4 days. Yeah, I like it a lot actually. It's like Dark Souls, apparently. Never played Dark Souls, but apparently like the review says it's exactly like it.
When's this remaster of Final Fantasy supposed to come out?
I don't know.
Talking about that being like the king of the next gen. I saw IGN produce it. Made an article today talking about who's going to win the next console war. What they're calling the last console war. They put whoever has the Final Fantasy VII remake is that's going to put them a step above everyone else. Is it supposed to be an exclusive?
I thought it was... I don't know. I thought it was coming to Xbox too.
But yours was really...
I don't know. I had to look.
Stuck here moving so fucking fast.
Yeah, I got this build from what the fuck was that YouTuber's name?
I don't even know. I was laughing too hard to pay attention.
I'm just kidding anyway. God dang it, Walter. Oh boy.
So in Doom, are you called a Doom Slayer or what is the actual... I've never played the game.
Yeah, he's the Doom Slayer, but it's depends on what game you're playing. If you're playing like Doom 3, you're the Doom Marine. If you're playing Doom 2, you're the Doom Slayer. If you're playing Doom 1, you're the Doom Guy, and they all actually have like their own story and their own lore. The Doom Marine is apparently still alive, but the Doom Slayer is like, he's the fucking OP one. He's the one who just has like a legacy and he's just supposed to kick ass. Yeah, working through TVHM story, Justin. Have you already gotten through it?
I know that fella. We went to the same assassin bars.
That's Zero. Used to be a Crimson Raider like you. Wondered where he'd ended up. He's always been a little cryptic, but he's as deadly as they come.
Haywire service bots. Their masters have long since fled.
Man, I wish we could access mayhem. All this stuff is just gonna fall before us without standing a chance. Got room for more? Yeah, jump on in, man.
Lower that shield so we can loot some sweet weapons.
The force field's down? Brilliant! That weapons depot should be easy pickings now.
Are those Atlas dropships?
Negative.
If you can't see someone on your friends list, does that mean they blocked you?
Prepare for counterattack. Maliwan
Yes.
I got blocked. That's intense. I didn't tell him to fuck off. I don't really know why you did that, man.
I don't know. I messaged him to see what was up.
That was all me.
What happened? Looks like Waters left the stream for the time being. But he's done this before, so it is what it is. He's grown up. He can make his own decisions. I can't do much to cater. Ain't none of us got the time anymore. We're all busy. You can't make everybody happy. And I think you also shouldn't expect other people to make you happy. You don't know anybody, and nobody owes you anything.
I get things to get me happy, so I buy lots of bikes, even though I'm wasting thousands of dollars.
That shit happens. I'm sure he'll come around. Yeah, he'll hopefully come around. If he doesn't, I understand. But he didn't want to play with anybody. We asked him to play early. Ashton just jumped in here. We weren't even playing multiplayer. We're all together. It just happened within like 2 minutes. Oh well. All right. I've invited you, Justin, and you're welcome to join us.
I was gonna ask if he wanted to play.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him too. Honestly.
I asked you if he can.
Yeah, I mean, of course he would have been welcome to
yeah.
join us. I was just like also on the verge, honestly, of asking him. Like, yeah, we probably got to get Walter in here, but we didn't. It's okay.
Oh well, not a big deal. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's how I look at shit.
The show must go on.
Can you guys find a grenade that like floats around and shock shit? I'm looking for one of those.
Okay.
Me too. Shit. I'm looking for my fire grenade. I need a better version. Shit.
That Firestorm's considered like one of the most OP grenades in the game.
Is that the one that throws fire from the sky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work inside.
Oh, that part of it sucks.